Broadcast live.
Peace, 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 peace. What up, it's Stogie T. Bringing you the verse of the month list for March. I do this one with a great bit of sorrow in my heart. First of all, I'd just like to say that, rest in peace to a fallen soldier, a good friend of mine, a dude who taught me how to freestyle, a dude who put me on to the Joburg rap scene, Zweli Badela, who was also in a group called Database, my first group ever. Pour out a little liquor for the homie. And I feel like, in doing the list for this month, it's kind of with that tone that I just want to say that, like hip hop is not some kind of some kind of artistic high art medium, It's street gutter music, man. It was created by, kids with nothing, people who weren't like educated or people who weren't like, Harvard professors or whatever, and it represents people's lives, So when we do a list like, the best lyricist or best verse list, it's really important to us. A lot of us were raised by this, we don't have dads, and even if we had dads, they weren't worth much, So we were raised by this culture, man, and I'm tired of listening to bullshit, bro. I'm just tired of listening to bullshit, man. Like, I don't care anymore, every month I'm supposed to have a list of like 10 of the best verses for the month. Since January we haven't hit 10, and I think March is a bit of a watershed month, because as much as there were really incredible verses, but there were few and far between, and we only have 6 for this month. Not even an honorable mention for this month, and that's really disappointing for me. If you guys felt like I missed any, again, let us know, on Slick on Life, Stogie T. So yeah, we're gonna start off with number 6. Is the homie Big Star for his joint flavors.
Touche, I got a couple broads on the hoop day, on the Tuesday, bumping Lupe, sipping Goose, something like a father figure, even had the Swan Shorty singing it, Papa Ute. Not right now, I'm high right now, not too many spots from the top right now, I got too many haters to block out now, I got too many favors to reconcile.
Number 6 is for Big Star's verse. I think Big Star is always, consummate professional rapper, He always is noteworthy on a song, and I think particularly on this one, I feel like he kind of overdoes it, but that's kind of his style. He kind of just over raps. He does a lot, but I really thought his verse was noteworthy, and so I put Big Star at number 6 for his song featuring Reason called Flavors. My number 5 is DJ Radix featuring Maraza and Youngster, song called Malume. And this one is particularly for Maraza's verse.
Also T-Party, when we catch a body, grab your cash and mommy, then we swerve. Hey, you probably heard I keep a gang of mummies. I call up a bird and let her purge. I never claimed what it wasn't worth. That's why my name's synonymous with work. Bitch, I stayed anonymous and now I'm about to bust through the game and get the perks. Bitch, I put in work, heavy with the words, killing every verse. Verbs in a hearse, filling up my purse. Shit is about to burst. Shotty with the curves, about to get the work. Bitch, I hit it first, pass it like a herb. Rappers better get to packing then observe. I beat it like Manny Pacquiao in the third. Shotty just keep swallowing till she burps. Ay.
Maraza is like the comeback king, man. Like every time you think this dude is like down and out, he show you. And the nice thing about Maraza is he don't show you with like, oh, okay, he's best dressed man. He show you with the verses, He always comes back with like some powerful songs, some really dope verses. I think he has really evolved into the new era of hip hop in a really great way, And I thought his verse was really skillful, really well put. His voice is just so enchanting, man. Like it just always grabs you when Maraza's on a song, And I mean, he's on a joint with Youngster, CPT, and I think he held his own, and he did a really good job. So my number 5 is, shout out to DJ Radix again, you know, like, yo, shout out to all you DJs, man, putting all these rappers on your songs. Yeah, so shout out to DJ Radix. Maraza, number 5, a song called Malume. My number 4 on the March list for verse of the month is DJ Dimples featuring Red Button and Maraza, a song called Usaban. Again, for Maraza's verse.
Niggas change, yeah. I swear the game ain't the same, yeah. A bit of change make a nigga change, or is it the fame that's to blame here? See, everybody want a name here. It's probably why they never play fair. I thought the bond would never be broken, bitch. We wore the same fucking chain here.
I almost didn't even notice that Red Button was on a song. No slight, no shade, nothing, you know. Hey, it's rap music. I thought this verse was a little stronger than he's number 5 on our list, because he was just, I felt like he was a little bit more in his comfort zone, you know, and he just delivered really well. I particularly love his flow. Flow is something that has kind of disappeared with the new era of rap. People just kind of like vibe it out and they say really cool fly shit, but they people don't really play with flow in the way that like Pro Kid or like you know people like that would play with flow. And I really appreciate that Maraza really still kind of dances around the track, you know. So shout out my number 4 on the list for this month is DJ Dimples featuring Maraza and Red Button for a song called Usaban. Shout out to Dimples. My number 3 on the list is, again, DJ Radix featuring Maraza and Youngster, but this time it's for Youngster's verse.
Sent a finger to the media, sent a hitman into your interior. I know about your moves like Wikipedia, so you making catching bodies easier. And my bars are spicier than India, leave a bad taste like it's vinegar. We're not similar, no similarities. If you unclear, you're the clarity. When I grace the stage, desired destination. Never wait for Jacob, I'm like Jason Statham with the transportation. There's no limitations, my imagination is like animation. I'm like Walt Disney when I spit bars, co-directed by Pixar. Weight loss like Rick Ross, I'm a big boss in this hip hop, so fuck off.
Of course, CPT doing the most, always in his bag, always on his shit, you know. I think that no one raps like Youngster, you know. No one raps like Youngster, and sometimes, you know, that can be a disadvantage, because when people generally rap like each other and they sound alike, it's easier to the ear, so it makes you a little bit more accessible and people like you more, you know, because they're like, oh, okay, he sounds like, you know what I mean, they can place you. Youngster doesn't sound like anybody, at least not in this era, you know what I mean, and he's just always vicious on the track, and it's important, man. You know, I think, you know, he doesn't twang, he raps like he's from the West Cap, you know what I mean, and he sounds like how people sound in the West Cap, you know what I mean? So shout out to Youngster. Again, DJ Radix, number 3 for Youngster's verse. My number 2, so should get tricky now. My number 2 is Reason for his verse on Flavors.
Used to say I can't afford it, now they telling me to hit him back. Off of my dick like it's foreskin. Now she out here asking me, yo, what happened with Doomy? What happened with Doomy's the same thing that's happening to me. We went and got bougie. We went from the J's and the 10s to one in that Gucci and money profusely, to signing my own checks on my own desk, but the difference is crucial. The niggas I move with, the niggas I grew and I blew with, the niggas he roll with was trying to take food from the people I cook and I chew with, and that's on some true shit. I gave him their credit and that was the end of the movie. I don't wanna do this. What happened with Ricky's a story that happens in music. What happened to me? I swallowed my pride, digested and got on my own shit.
You know, so what happened to Doomy? Same thing that happened to Ricky. Shout out to Reason, man. Talk your shit, G. Talk your shit. You know, let them know, bro. Let them know. You know, I think, again, in the spirit of my fallen soldiers, Zweli, it's important to, like, yo, don't bite your tongue, man. Just like, if you have some truth in your heart, just spit that shit out. You know what I mean? And let people hear it, man. You know, so, you know, shout out to Reason for putting it out there. But I always laugh that it's crazy that, you know, I said that one line and it's on like 4 or 5 songs now. You know what I mean? That's power, though. What you think? Yeah, so number 2 verse, really cool verse. I think it was like, you know, Whether you believe what's said or what's not, I think he just put his shit out there, and you know, he did it in a really dope way, and even his flow towards the end of the verse, really cool. My number one for the month of March, to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's pretty obvious. Questa, Hyenas, you know.
Yeah, and hope they love me like my brother does. Look, I'm a safe bet, I do what the rubber does. Fuck a promoter, cause watu washindawa bapadali utu yabatemba sofinda bawas. Yala bafana buzz, my whole life leaned on the beat, no double cup. 10 years on, you probably think I've done enough, but I'm a high pilot, I'm on the up and up.
I think everyone's always considered Questa one of the best lyricists in the country, and for good reason as well. You know, he's always kind of delivered. He's always had that kind of slache skasi way of like doing the punchline. Sofin Dabawaz, you know what I mean? It's really cool shit. And the verse was incredible, and it's just so high a level as far as like, you know, the delivery, the control, the mastery of punchlines. But to do it at a level, you know, at the Sway and Tech show, whatever, Sway's show in the morning, to a global audience with all of South Africa watching, with all that pressure, to kind of deliver in that way, really says a lot about the homie, that, you know, he's really come to take his rightful place in the culture as one of our best, you know. So number one verse for the month of March, that's a tongue twister, is Questa. Shout out for Hyenas. Really proud moment for me, man, and I suppose for everybody, you know, K1, you know what I mean, the whole JSEC and the whole of SA, even Africa, you know. I mean, years after all Dakar, right? So, yo, that's my list, man. Again, sad fucking state of affairs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know, you know, Slicker been like, yo, T, when we doing the list? I'm like, Nick, what list, Nick? I got like 2 or 3, nigga. What list, you know? But again, shout out to Slicker. Again, you know, even more important than that, I think, shout out to Slicker, because the first time I ever heard of Questa was through Bada Bing, and sometimes it takes someone seeing what a lot of us don't see to propel someone, you know. Slicker's a kingmaker, you know, and, you know, they help develop a king. So, once again, shout out, much love, you know, Stogie T, the GOAT. Yo, if you don't agree with any of this shit, if you want to jostle them down, if you think I forgot any of them, holla at me on Twitter, at Dumi Mulekani. Holla at Slicker, of course, Slicker on live. Post your comments. Hey, man, we're going to dedicate this to my homie, Zweli. Rest in peace, homie. It was fucking honor living with you.